Welcome to Yoga with Joan Bossy. I'm Joan, and this little guy is Yoda. He's just had his walk, so he should be all settled in. And hopefully we can settle in today for a relatively shorter practice where we stretch the entire body and come into our bodies more, our mind and our body, making that connection and creating a little bit of stillness today. So let's get started. We'll begin on our mat in a child's pose. So bring your arms forward, send your hips back, and you can either keep your arms really activated or relax down as we send the head down. And maybe you stretch those arms out because you need more of a stretch. And take a moment to settle in here on your mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a long, deep breath out. Noticing where you feel the mat with your hands and your feet. Feeling your body supported by the earth. Maybe setting an intention for yourself today. We'll take another deep breath in through the nose and a long breath out through the mouth or nose. And from here, begin to lift the body to the hands and knees. We'll send the body into a cow stretch here, dropping the belly, chin lifts on the inhale, and we'll exhale, rounding the spine as we begin to almost settle back into a child's pose, but we don't. And we'll come forward again, rounding the back, and then coming into cow pose and exhaling to cat. Sending ourselves back. So you can continue to move forward and backward in cat and cow at your own pace as we warm up the body a little bit. Send the right leg out long behind us, lifting the leg through the inner thigh, flexing the toes down, reaching the left arm out for a nice full body stretch here with the arm and the leg. Letting the hand come back down and the leg, we'll do the other side. Left leg comes out, lifting from the inner thigh. That leg as we press the heel away from the body, adding the arm if you'd like to add a balance here. Really stretching away from the body. And we'll send that hand down and the leg. Coming back to our table, we'll turn the toes under as we become into downward dog here, stretching the heels back, bending one knee and then the other. Breathing in and out through each pose today. Hi, Yoda. Yeah. Stretching those heels back. Inhaling the right leg out and up. We're going to bring it through to the outside of the hand, nice and slow. And inhale the arm up and out. 2 more times. Really feeling, and on the last time, just holding here and breathing. You can drop that knee if that's a little more comfortable for you. Option to press gently into that thigh, opening up your hip area. Good. Sending that leg back, up and out, and down. We'll do the other side, inhaling the left leg up, sending it through to the outside of the left hand, and the knee can stay up or come down as we inhale up that hand 3 times. Really opening up the shoulder as well as the hip here. And one more time, leaving your hand up for 3 breaths here. Really opening the chest. And you can stay right here or press a little bit into that left thigh, opening up the hip a little, sending the chest up towards the sky. We'll take another breath in and send that hand down, planting it inside the foot. And send that leg back up, stretching it out and down. And on the next inhale, bend those knees and hop to the front or walk to the front of the mat. Finding your halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale down and we rise. Hands come to the heart. We'll take a flow here, sending ourselves up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Sending the legs back to plank. We could come to high plank here. Knees can be down. We'll inhale, lowering all the way to the ground. Hands come to the side ribs as we peel the chest up, using those back muscles. We'll warm up the back 2 more times. And on the last time, can come to cobra again, maybe upward dog, sending the elbows straight, legs, knees lift, and we'll send ourselves back to downward dog. A couple breaths here, bending the knees or coming to stillness. So we press the chest back towards the thighs, hips high. And on the next inhale, we'll bend the knees again, hopping or walking lightly to the front of the mat. Finding that forward fold, maybe holding the elbows, letting the head and neck go. Take 2 more breaths here. And you can add some movement if that feels good. Or just let gravity release the back, the shoulders. From here, we'll bend the knees gently as we rise, reaching out of the waist, really reaching up, holding the hands together and down to the heart. Breath here. Feeling the body beginning to warm up. Coming back to your intention, if you had one. We'll find our mountain pose here. Legs activated, chest lifted. Begin to bring the weight to the right leg. We'll be transitioning to warrior 3, sending the heel back any amount, maybe just lifting the leg slightly in the back or bringing the hands out in front with the leg reaching away from the body. 2 more breaths. And then from here, we'll just let that leg come down, turning the foot open to warrior 2, holding here. A couple breaths, lifting the chest, feeling the feet really activated, almost drawing together. Not moving, but that feeling of activation in the legs. Flipping the front palm, reverse that warrior, inhale. And then we'll come into side angle, resting that lightly, that hand on the thigh. 2 more times, inhale, warrior 2, and reverse. And exhale to side angle. Inhale, warrior 2, and
coming into our reverse, transitioning to our side angle. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths, holding, turning that chest up towards the sky. Beautiful. Transitioning back to warrior 2. Arms are reaching away from the body, shoulders drop. Hands come to the waist. As we turn the feet towards the far corners of the mat, I'll turn around so you can see me. Ready for goddess pose. Inhaling up, legs are straight. Exhale, bending the knees, tailbone shooting straight down. Arms rest on the strong legs. We'll take some graceful circles here with each arm separately. Nice and big. 2 more times with each arm. Keeping those legs still and working, you can do it. Good, and then we'll reach up, inhale. Exhale, the hands to the heart. We'll heel toe the feet in. Breath here. And we'll find our way back to the front of our mat. Inhaling up. Exhaling the hands to the heart. Breath here, in and out. And then we'll get ready for our other side, bringing our weight to our left leg. Finding our warrior 3. As we send the heel back, arms can be at the chest in prayer or reaching away from the body. Another breath in and out. And we'll send the foot down, turning it out, almost parallel with the back of the mat as we find warrior 2, feeling a lifting of the chest as we send those legs down into the earth. We'll flip the front arm, inhale to reverse, and we'll transition to our side angle. 2 more times, inhale and exhale. And 1 more time, reverse and transition. And we'll stay here and breathe. And remember to take your third one. I think I forgot the third one. And take another breath in and out. Finding our warrior 2, our strong arms, shoulders dropped. Hands come to the waist as we heel toe. Point those toes outward towards the far corners of the mat. Inhale up. Find that goddess pose. Chest lifted, tailbone down. Really activate those legs. Take your time. Inhaling and exhaling all the way through. We'll take 2 more times with each arm. Beautiful, graceful circles. All the while working our legs. And inhale up. Hands come to the heart. And we'll heel toe our feet together. Beautiful job. Breath here. We'll take a flow. And exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. Finding that plank, knees up or down. And transitioning to chaturanga. You can come all the way down or come to half a push-up. Inhaling to your back bend of choice. And finding your downward dog. Pedal those legs. And take a breath here. And this time we'll inhale the right leg up and out. Exhaling it through between the hands. Turning the foot out to that warrior 2, that strong warrior. And this time, taking a breath here in warrior 2, we'll be transitioning to our triangle. So we'll reverse our warrior, inhale up, and exhale to our triangle. So straightening the front leg, reaching out till you can't go anymore, dropping the arm, reaching up with the opposite arm, Whole chest reaching towards the ceiling with those intercostal muscles. And then we'll come back to our warrior two. We'll do this 2 more times. Reverse and triangle. Good. Finding that warrior two. 1 more time. Reverse and triangle. And we'll stay here for another 2 breaths, holding it a little longer at the end. Relaxing the neck. Good. Bending that front knee again to our beautiful warrior two. And letting our hands come to the waist as we tick-tock the feet, facing each other this time. So they're parallel. I'll turn around so you can see me. We'll inhale up and exhale to that wide angle forward fold. And letting the arms dangle down, or maybe walking the hands backwards between the legs as the crown of the head reaches for the floor. We'll take another 2 breaths. This is a great posture for concentration, build focus. And beginning to walk back up. Inhale, halfway lift. And finding our hands coming to the waist as we rise. Hands come to the heart as we jump the legs together or heel toe the feet together. Finding the front of our mat. We'll take a flow. Stepping back to plank, and you can go right to downward dog if you're not feeling it today. Exhale down. And once you're in downward dog, finding that stillness and breathing. Left leg is going to lift on your next inhale. We're going to exhale it through, finding warrior two. Front heel bisecting the back arch. And we'll find our transition, almost dance-like here, inhaling to reverse and exhaling to triangle. We'll do this again, finding our warrior two, reverse, finding triangle, taking your time. And last time, inhale, exhale, inhale, find your triangle, and exhale to it. Relaxing the head, we'll stay here for 2 more breaths, really reaching up with those muscles between the ribs to the ceiling, turning ourselves towards the sky. And if your neck is sore, you can always look down or gentle, neutral neck. 1 more breath in, and we'll exhale to warrior two. Hands come to the waist as we find our feet wide but parallel. Hands come together behind, interlace those fingers, reach up, inhale. And this time we'll exhale with a nice shoulder stretch as the crown of the head reaches for the floor. You can let go of those hands if you like, or stay for the shoulder stretch. Take another couple breaths here. If you haven't, you can let go of the hands, letting them walk backwards between the legs or dangle down. We're all progressing to where we want to be. Wherever we are is perfect. 1 more inhale and exhale. And then we'll come to that halfway lift, fingertips in front, inhale, exhale. Hands come to the waist as we rise. Heel toeing the feet in. We'll find the front of our mat. Beautiful. We'll take a fold, inhaling up, exhale down, folding into forward